What is going on? And welcome to another episode of Cow Tech. I'm your host, Adam Ross, and to my virtual left, Tyler. What's going on, bud?
Hey, happy Sunday, Adam. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, man. I just want to welcome everybody coming back and driving from Beat the Creek. Hopefully, everybody had a good time.
Already see some comments coming in there.
Yeah, Dennis is not allowed to win tonight. Yeah, we definitely have a cool poll coming up for the giveaway. So it'll be super cool. But thank you guys for joining in.
Absolutely.
It's nice to not have to worry about the big prize anymore. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully everybody enjoyed all the things that they won. And I can't wait to see some more content. I've been commenting on the stuff on the fan page. So thank you for posting everything up. And definitely some cool stuff. He hooked up the grand prize winner with a cool Cow RC package. He shared that. Now I can't wait for him to get the kit in that pit area because it's going to be nice.
Oh, so, thanks for. And actually, I think Martin Camacho, I think he shared the SCX 24 as well. So congrats to him. And Mr. Ghost, I see he's on here. He's not going to get away. We need to see some photos or videos. Mr. Ghost. That's right. He got the buggy and he got the one and only banner. So we need to see some photos there, buddy.
Yeah, definitely cool. So obviously we got a little bit to get caught up on. It's been a while since me and Tyler have been able to wrench, and judging by the gold bling bling sitting in front of Tyler, we got a little something to show off here.
That's right.
But we got some cool news too, and obviously we got the spoil, or at least I did, the jumbo sized carbon series mat. I got to bring it to my first event. It was the season out at Otterville, and man, it did not disappoint. Everybody couldn't believe it because I had my Christmas gift pit.
Your setup board.
Yeah, my setup board. Yeah, it looked dinky inside there. I could have my 8 scale on there. Nathan's Truggy. I had the starter box. It was proper for racing outdoor off road.
Well, if you guys notice, what I've got going on here, I mean, I've got mats on top of mats, but under all of this chaos is that 27 by 48 carbon series mat. So it's a great kind of base mat to kind of work off of, and you can move stuff around. You'll kind of see as I kind of go through some of the demonstrations today, really kind of how you can utilize it and flip and flop. It's like a puzzle. When you start getting into all the different parts, strips and trays and different size work mats and flat mats, they kind of all become interchangeable, and you'll find yourself you can have projects all over the place, and you just kind of move them from one place to the other versus having to take it out of a box, reorganize it. So it really helps. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, and speaking of organization, I will get into how I stay organized when trying to run 9 kits in the weekend, because holy cow, if you are not organized and you have a break in between rounds, good luck. That's all I can say. Right. Yeah. So do we want to jump into the news and then we can get the show going?
Yeah. So first thing on the news is this giant guy here. So this is the 480 gram cow snot. So that's basically a pound of cow snot. So you look at what we had previously, the huge size difference. And a massive size, 3 times the amount, right? So really what you're getting with the 480 grams is you're getting 3 of these for the price of 2 of these. So you're getting essentially a free one of these guys when you buy the 480 gram version. So, keep that in mind. If you're a person who loves the cow snot, and uses it up on a daily, definitely go for the 480 size. And one thing we played around with, with the smaller, the 160 gram, it's a little bit of a wetter mix. And that was how it was originally designed. I think we did a couple episodes about, let it sit out on a piece of wax paper, let it dry for 5 minutes, and then it's more user friendly. It's not as sticky. Well, with the 480, we actually ordered it as a little bit of a drier mix, and I haven't played with it yet. This is an unopened bottle. I'm going to open this up now just to see, what if
right,
it is
get rid of this
that much drier, because it is something that, like, if you don't pay attention to it, you're like, well, I can't use this because it's too sticky. And it is true. You have to kind of like look at it. It's like, oh, well, if you hadn't watched our episode, then you may not know, which shame on you for not watching an episode. So, I mean, actually, I can already tell you it's already a lot less sticky. It's a lot less dry, or a lot more dry.
Oh,
so, I mean, see, it's not like, I mean, it sticks to your hand a little bit, but it's more like gel and not so slimy-ish. So let's open up. That's what I'm just curious, because I want to see just the difference. So this is an unopened version here of the 160. Oh yeah, and I can already tell it's already a lot wetter. So
oh yeah, look at that.
It's a lot. Yeah. So see, it's like a lot slimy. It's a lot snottier.
It's a snot.
So
yeah.
Yes, it's not snot. It's snot. So yes, it gets. I made a mistake here. So, but yeah. So to our order is the 480 is a lot more pliable. It just kind of comes off and it's ready to rock and roll. The 160 is just still a little bit wetter. So they still work the same. They're both equally as beneficial. Just one you have to let sit out for a little bit. But that was just kind of, again, it's just what people's feedback is. So we always appreciate the feedback. There's always ways to improve products, and that's what we're all about. That's really how this show continues to be popular with everybody, as we help you out. We learn from your feedback, and we change things up, and hopefully we change them up in the right direction. So always appreciate that.
Actually, dude, that demo, you could tell right off the hop.
I mean, it's already like you just...
Oh yeah, infinitely better. So the new Snot, you can basically pull it out of the package and it's ready to tackle your cleaning needs.
It's ready to go. Perfect. Yeah, you don't. It's not like hanging on your hand. So great job, Cower C, for that, because that in my mind is a win.
Oh yeah, no, and Scooter Scott, yes, definitely let it dry out a little bit, and don't worry, let it over dry. If you have an eyedropper or just a little bit, like, you can moisturize it, obviously, but definitely awesome to see the 1 pound of cow snot ready to rock.
Yeah, and
Sunday.
And like re-moisturizing it, you could really just put it back in the container. It'll, the rest of the material, obviously, unless it's dirty, you just want to throw it out. But yeah. I mean, you can put it back in, and it's gonna basically re-moisturize itself. So
very susceptible to local humidity and barometric pressure, but a drier mix overall. Yeah. Well, you know what? Your barometric and humidity has got to be pretty close to mine, being in Ohio. So
right,
I like what I saw.
Not high. It is not. It is definitely not high today. That is for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to show off the label on the store. But definitely awesome. Like, here, let me add it back to the stage now.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And you can see in the description. And not only that, the video is on point. So if you haven't had an opportunity, head on over. You've seen how to get there. Just click on cleaning products, and it'll bring you right to the option. Click on the cow snot of your choice, and boom, it's got the video on both, because obviously it doesn't matter the size, but in this case, bigger is always better. So we should bring up the giveaway thing first.
Yes, good timing on that.
So it's going to be, let's see.
What do you guess it'll be? Ha! Good guess. If you guess cow snot, you have a chance to win some cow snot.
Yeah. So hashtag cow snot for your chance to win. Not one, but two chances to win the 1 pound, or what is it? What is it?
Yeah, it's 1 pound. It's 480 grams. So it's 1 pound. So yeah, 1 pound of cow snot. So we're gonna give two winners tonight with the cow snot hashtag. You'll have a chance to win this.
Just in case Dennis wins again, we got to give away a second one. So all right. So that was definitely a good segue into what we want from you, the viewers, because a lot of you guys have been awesome to us and have been tuning in every other week, and we truly appreciate it. But you know what? We gotta kind of spice things up, and we want your feedback. So I'm gonna put this on the screen. It's gonna be in the bottom, my left, I think. Hey, hold on,
there you go. So
my virtual left
that way. Okay.
So all you have to do is just type in 1 or 2. And what we want to know is for the giveaways, obviously, like I said, we want to spice it up. And what do you, the viewers, want? Do you want to have a much bigger prize, but less often, obviously? Or do you want to just keep rocking the same small ones and just keep it status quo? We want to hear from you because obviously your opinion matters. So
100%.
We got this new pool thing. So all you got to do is pick number 1, number 2, and that will run throughout the entire show. And then it'll just help us formulate how we can make it better for you, the viewer, because we appreciate you guys jumping on board and kind of like just following along. So we want to make sure that you guys kind of get some cool stuff, maybe something bigger, something smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, we will see, but definitely like to see. This is the only show that I set an alarm to remind me to.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
And I seen that he did get the kit, so that is super cool as well. And
so can the viewers see? They can see the poll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're still
because if we can see it, they can. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's just when we put in the comments. So like right now.
Yeah,
he's got the limits list. He said it's freaking awesome,
nice.
And the body looks so amazing, super cool. But don't forget that body. If you want to mount it, the mounting kit is in there, and I also put a Ziploc baggie separate for you, so you can get the F1 body, which I believe you will need to hit that 120 mile an hour milestone, because that is ridiculously fast. So,
oh yes.
Oh, thanks, Mike. But definitely super cool. We just wanted to hear your opinion, so we'll keep that going. Now, for the other thing in the news, it's one of my favorites. Obviously, I've been using it in a lot lower speed, and the one thing that I notice is once I get my pit mat dirty a little bit and it's in the corners, if I just use it on the lower speed, it is just enough turbulence to bounce everything out of the pockets. So just a little tip there, if you don't want to blow everything out, unless you have the I guess the upgrade kit, which is super cool as well. But I don't bring the upgrade kit when I'm out on the road. I just have the Carbon Series mat, and then just to clean it, I just use the blower. So a little tech tip there. Doesn't have to be on freaking kill. It just has to have that little turbulence, and it'll clean it up for you for sure. So one of the things that I wanted to do is I actually want to bring it up on the screen here, and I'm going to go right back to home so you guys can see, because this thing is super cool. So for the V3, I believe you're saving $10 right now. So we'll just go to the Jet Blaster.
On the Jet Blaster,
pre-order. Yeah. So you scroll down and you'll see the V3 right here. And when you click on it, you'll see the regular $79.99. And right now you save your $10. But wait, there's more. I love saying that. So if you go with the option of the skins, and of course I got to pick the green streak, you get 25%. So when you click on the pre-order here, you'll actually see it in the cart that you're saving an additional 20% right here. Look at that. So I just highlighted it for you guys. Hopefully you can see it. I know the font might be a little bit small on whatever you're doing, but as soon as you add the skins with the protective laminate, save yourself the 25%. So not only is that cool, let's just go back to the Jet Blasters. The V2. The V2 has been a staple in my pit ever since it came out and replaced the V1. Still one of my go-to products, and definitely love it lots. Now the V2 is, I believe that one's $15 off, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, $15 off.
$15 off. Plus you get free skin while supplies last.
While supplies last on that. So yeah,
Yes.
so when you go to so you got the wow, yeah, there's only a few left. So you can see, so hopefully your team is still represented. So I like how Heath is doing that. He's basically removing the ones that he has no longer available, but definitely jump on that, because it's a free skin. That's even better. So not only are you sitting at $15, you're getting a free skin while supplies last.
Yep.
So definitely jump on that if you're on the fence about getting a portable blower. But I'm not going to lie, either one you're definitely going to enjoy, and it'll do the trick for what you are trying to achieve. And you know what? Cleaning the kits, getting the dust off, and cleaning your mats. Heck, I've been using it for my keyboard. I've been using it around my pit area. So it's definitely one of those things that I enjoy. And in the summer, you guys seen the one video, how many blow up things that I have? I think it was like 12 or something like that until the battery finally died. It was insane.
Well, and the other thing, don't forget to show them the replaceable filters for the V3, right? So the V3, so if you look at the website, we've come out, because you guys are really starting to use these things a lot. And we want to make sure they're working, especially on the vacuum version, vacuum option is making sure you have the right filter, so you're not burning these guys up. So the V3, as well as the Jet Blaster Mini Turbo, as you can see on Adam's screen there, we've got replaceable filters for both of those. Obviously the V3, since we're still on back order, you can't buy the filter quite yet, but here's the Jet Blaster Mini Turbo right there. So that's the big guy right here.
And the V3,
that's this guy right here.
Is this bad boy right here?
Yeah.
And like you said, this one is on pre-order still, so they're not in stock yet. But as soon as I think he said 3 more weeks for the pre-order, and then we should be ready to rock with those.
About 3 more weeks for the pre-order. It'll take a little bit longer for them to get shipped out, but usually like the pre-order goes to when they get into customs. So you got 3 more weeks, on those pre-order discounts for the V3 specifically to take advantage of that. So don't wait too long, because it'll come by real quick.
Yeah, and the one thing that I love about the vacuum attachment, and you know what, I know it's great for cleaning your pit mats and stuff like that, but man, I've been using it for my car. It's so convenient to just bring it out to your car, clean real quick. And with the extender here, I can actually get to the bottom of my seat and get all the French fries and little chip bits and stuff like that I dropped, and make sure my car is staying nice and clean.
Well, especially when you're coming back from like a race or an event. I mean, you got stuff on your shoes. Like you said, you're eating in between heats. You got chips everywhere. You just stuff's there, and it's like if you've got one of these Jet Blaster Minis in your your track bag or whatever, might as well use it before you forget and put it away. Just zip it out, put it in the car, and all that type of stuff. I mean, I'm the same way. I use it all the time. It's so much easier, especially you don't have the cord. You can just kind of get in those tight places, vacuum it out, and blow it out the door.
Yeah, it's been So, Vinny, yes, you can get the filters separately.
Yep.
That's the best part about it. So you're basically just getting the replacement filter, and super cool. You can use the code COWTECH to save you some cash. Don't forget about that.
Yeah,
we always forget about saying that. Like we're
I know
horrible with that. Yeah,
we've been doing this for over 3. Well, that it was not too long. It was March, I think, was our 3-year anniversary. I meant to say something about that, and it just escaped me because we were so excited about the Operation 11 Charlie charity bill giveaway that I forgot to say anything about it. But that was it's been 3 years.
Crazy. And I always forget, everybody on Instagram, there is 30 viewers on Instagram right now. The comments aren't coming through. Please switch over to either Facebook or YouTube. Yes, we're old school. And the comment will go through for all the hashtags that I've seen. There's 7 hashtags over there, and they will not count towards the prize. I do apologize for that, but hopefully StreamYard gets that fixed shortly. I've been saying that for 2 years now?
Well, yeah, Mr. Ghost, I assume you're talking about the mini turbo, reach out to CowerC, and we'll get that to you, because it probably came in a separate box. It should have shipped together, but it's in a separate box because it's that big.
Massive. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry about that. And then also, before we get too far off of the pre-orders, let's remind everybody about the pre-order on the XL Carbon Series mat.
Ooh, good call. Yeah, the Carbon Series mat is just massive. Yeah, we kind of like blew through that one there. Let me bring that up.
So like, as you guys see on my desk here is the 27.5 by 48 Carbon Series mat with the magnetics. So, still on pre-order. Again, just like the V3 Jet Blaster Mini, 3 more weeks for the pre-order that you can take advantage. And so, if you don't know already, so the pre-order price is going to save you $30. So obviously there's tons of options with this, right? So you can get the Carbon Series mat by itself. You can get the Carbon Series mat with the magnetics, and you can get the Carbon Series mat with the upgrade kit, which are these inserts, if you're not already familiar. So all of our other Carbon Series mats have these upgrade kits that you can purchase in addition. And this one is no different. So take advantage of all these different options. And you can buy these upgrade kits separately, obviously, if you want to do it later on. Just take advantage of bundling, and you do save yourself more when you do that. But yeah, $30. That's quite a good discount for just a pre-order. And plus, like Adam said, the Cow-Dash Tech code, you save yourself an additional 10% on top of that, because the pre-order doesn't you don't need a code for that. It just calculates. So adding a code for the Cow-Dash Tech just gives you another 10%.
Yeah, and honestly, this thing was a beast. Like I was saying earlier, I had my buggy in the middle. I had Nathan's Truggy off to the side, and I had my Nitro starter box all on the same mat. So you want to talk about real estate. That is it, man. It's such a beautiful mat, especially when you can roll it up and just throw it in your pit bag and bring it to the next event. That's one of the best things I enjoy about the Carbon Series. Now, you don't want to leave it rolled up if you want to have that nice carbon look and all that stuff.
Right.
Don't forget to hit it with a little bit of mousse slick, because, man, that just pops it just right. And you don't even have to dry it off. Kind of let it soak in, and you'll see that carbon really start come to the light, man. It's really, really cool. And
it helps protect it a ton. I mean, it helps repel. I mean, it's a silicone-based type of material, so that silicone spray just repels all the grease and stuff you're going to put on it. And like Adam said, it just looks good. And that's how you clean it. Really is you're going to use that mousse silicone spray to clean it. You don't need like a water or a soap or anything like that. The mousse is what's going to help you. And then, like Adam said, as soon as you get that Carbon Series mat out of the box, no matter what size you get, spray the mousse silicone spray.
You will not regret it. But yeah, definitely 2 awesome items up for grabs from CowerC. Definitely excited to show off mine whenever I get to events. And the chatter in the pit area was super cool. Actually, Steve posted his first ever CowerC fan page picture, and I was like, man, why'd you take so long? And his setup is like on point. He's got the Carbon Series with the carbon drop-in pit setup board, and it just with his paint scheme and the CowerC stuff, it just, man, it looked awesome. Steve, thank you for sharing, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate with anybody shares, what they're doing with their CowerC products. I mean, it's like Adam said, we learn from what you guys are doing, and we can share that, whether it be live on the show or on the fans page. Adam and I are always on the fans page. Yeah. It helps us learn, and we see what other people are doing.
It is a nice break for me when I'm at work and I'm all like in the go mode. I get to go on my break, and I can just pop that up on Facebook real quick. And thank you guys for sharing what you do, because that always puts a smile on my face for sure. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this right now, and you want to get to wrenching your stuff first, and then I will set mine up.
That. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So what we wanted to do is kind of get back to basics, right? That's how we started the show, is just talking about Cow RC products, talking about, answering questions, and seeing what everybody else is doing. And so we kind of said, hey, we spent a ton of time with the Cherry Build giveaway and want to kind of do a reset. That's why we're kind of doing a little, asking you guys your opinions on the prizes, which I think we're getting some really good feedback on, and wanted to kind of just get back, to square one again, where we started 3 years ago, and just do some wrenching, and show you how some of these products are to be used, and see what you guys are doing. Because like, as we've talked about, as we've been expanding, I mean, I think, honestly, 3 years ago, there was just enough products where we could almost do one of everything. Right. And there wasn't that many products where you could do 2 different types of products or 3 different types of products to, achieve the same result. So now we have that. So we're not going to go through every single different type, but we're going to show you and kind of explain to you on some different ways you can, help you, improve your maintenance game, and just help yourself make life a little bit easier, and obviously the performance of your RC. And then we'll talk about some other ways you can do it outside of what we're demonstrating. So, as every RC, except for boats and planes, I guess, has shocks, right? Yeah. And when you're racing, shocks, that's how you're going to win, right? Tires and shocks are pretty much those types of parts that are necessary for you to do well. Same with crawlers, right? So having smooth motion, having, no restrictions, all that kind of stuff. And so how do we do that? So I'm going to show you a couple different ways here. So what I've got is some shocks. These are crawler shocks, already partially pre-built. And obviously you're putting silicone into a shock body, right? So what better thing to make all of that move is to lubricate your shock shafts and your shock bodies with a silicone spray, like Cow RC Move Slick silicone spray, right? So we'll just show on this big camera here. So this is what I'm using here. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to use this, right? So definitely want to make sure, all of our aerosol products, you want to shake them up. You want to make sure you get complete coverage when you're, that's the beautiful thing about these aerosols, is that it helps you, it helps the product get into all the small cracks and crevices and gets a full, coverage of any part you're looking for. So that's where the beauty of the aerosol, rather than it be like a tube or a stick or whatever. So essentially what I'm gonna do is, again, this is a pre-built, so I'm gonna show you how it's done in pre-built. I'm just gonna give this a couple sprays here. And what I'm really trying to do, really doing the shock shaft mostly, but also want to get these, threads as well. Is this going to help me assemble it a lot better? And obviously, what it's doing here is you can already feel that it's already better. Now, I'll tell you one thing that I did when graphite spray first came out. I sprayed the shafts with the graphite spray. Don't do that, because graphite and silicone just don't mix, right?
Yeah, you contaminate the silicone. I tried it too.
Right. And I guess it's common sense, but when you just got to try new stuff, and hey, you learn by trying, right? And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray inside the shock body, because again, the silicone that you're going to put in here is going to be inside here. So give it a couple sprays here. So I'm going to get it inside the shock body. So what it's doing is doing the pistons too. So I'm actually going to raise the piston up, spray in there, raise the piston. You can kind of see the piston right in the top there. And I shoot it with some spray, get it in there. So really what I'm doing is getting as much silicone on here as I possibly can. And what I'm going to wait for is I'm going to wait for this to cure, right? So I'm not going to go ahead and fill these shock bodies up. I have my silicone right here, but I'm not going to do that yet, because I want to wait till tomorrow, because I want all of this to cure. So that way it's properly lubricated. It's getting to all the nooks and crannies, getting to all the seals. It's curing, and then I will assemble this. And that's, I think, the patience, right? Is this isn't a race. The race happens after you get all of your parts prepped and lubricated properly. That's when the racing happens. The slow part is assembling it, letting things cure. You're not just spraying it and then hitting the track. you're just wasting product, and maybe you're even making things worse on yourself. So with most of our products, you want to let things cure, let it set up, and move on right the next day. So put those to the side here. And what I'm going to just kind of do is show you again on what I would do like in a different scenario is, again, these are the shock shafts, right? If I was going to really take some time, I'm going to just spray these down, right? So again, using a carbon series mat, because I want to keep my mat, my magnetic mat clean and free of greases and oils. I'm going to take these parts and just address them individually, right? So again, you'll lubricate this, spray in here, and then what I can do, drop a piston in.
So Walter was asking, do you think it would be good to use the tip to try and get into the bottom of the housing of the shock?
So say that one more time.
Tyler is saying you got to use the tip, the red tip.
The nozzle? Oh, the nozzle for this? Honestly, I don't know if the nozzle fits on this can or not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I didn't think that the nozzle fit because it's a different head. But maybe I'm wrong about that.
I got to say, your new camera's looking mighty tight.
Isn't it nice? Yeah. I've got all kinds of new tech everything. Yeah, finally. After all this time, I finally invested in some good technology. But yes, that honestly, I didn't think that the tube would fit this head, but honestly, I didn't try it before the show. But I'll make sure I do try that. But yeah, so that's kind of just a good, basic shock construction, right? This is what you're going to do to make sure your shocks are running great. And then you do the same thing when you take them apart and you clean them, when you change out silicone, all your silicone fluid, just give it another spray. Let it coat. If you change it, so you have to take the head off. Yes. Okay. Well, touche. So yes, you can take. I don't have the right head. So these heads don't accept the red nozzle. But yes, or the red tube. But if you take the head off and put the old one on,
yeah, he's saying that there's two available for
perfect.
Silicone.
Okay, I learned something.
And I know Walter was just trying to be funny because he's like, you got to use the tip, LOL. but
hey,
you got the answer. Something. Yeah, you got the answer.
But we learned something, and that's the point.
That's right. Now, I have a pretty cool demo, and if you want to take the controls, bud, I will.
Why don't you throw your camera up there? I'll run the controls for the questions here.
All right. So I'm going to be mobile. We'll get to these puppies in a second, but obviously, first off, I want to show this bad boy off right here. So this is going to be, he's 100-mile-an-hour monster. And
that's the first time I've seen that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Motor, we actually had to put the opposite way because it didn't fit. Look at the size of the speed control. The speed control is the same size as my hand, for Pete's sake. And the battery is going to go back here. And I believe he wants to run 8S to hit the 100-mile-an-hour mark. Now,
okay,
I have this already pulled apart because I wanted to show off the graphite silicone. So we're going to do the drive shafts here. And then this right here, I am going to have to use two hands, but we are definitely going to hit the metal and the metal. Now, luckily, I have a hidden gem up my sleeve, and I have somebody that is helping me get everything ready for his run for 100 miles an hour. And we're going to have to even J&B weld the center diff. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, it's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off because right now when we built it, I just did the normal 10K. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can see that.
But, yeah, so I just did normal 10K. Nothing too crazy, right? And we were all good there. My buddy Jeff helped out, and what he did was he actually measured out where we have to cut. I don't know if you can see that, the marks on here, because we have to run the diff backwards just to fit the motor, we're going to have to cut our own custom hole and get it in there so the gear fits, right? So we got to help Heath out and hit that 100-mile-an-hour mark. So let me clear some of this out of the way. And what we're going to do is, because the graphite, being one of my favorite things for performance, this is the must-do thing. I have my spray booth here.
Looks like mine.
Yeah, it's one of those things because you want to make sure you only get the graphite where you want it. Now, one of the important things is shake this puppy up. Because if you look, you can see it's not black. So you want to make sure you get this. Like, I was pre-shaking this before the show, and just from it sitting here for 20 minutes, you're going to need to make sure that it is good to go.
Yeah. So I made that same mistake before one of our shows. I shook it up before the show thinking it would be good, and I started spraying a part, and it just came out clear.
Yeah, so let me see if you can see the difference here. So still not blacking up.
Not enough.
We got to keep going here.
And I would say that's one of the products that is the product that needs the most agitation before you use it. It is, you can't just give it a couple shakes and it's good. It needs a good minute to shake it up. I mean, and you can hear that, essentially it is paint, right? It's graphite sitting at the bottom of a can with a lot of aerosol in it. And the aerosol is what makes it, because it's a fine, it's not like a medium graphite, it's a very fine graphite, so it needs to be shaken up a lot in order for it to just mix with the aerosol. There you go. That's much better.
There we go. And you can actually see it's black. All right. So what we're going to do is, this now is where less is more. So basically all we want to do is just get the tips. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the two side by side, and it's just like basically spray paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see it's already dry. So what we're going to do is we're just going to flip it over, and I'm going to have to step up my camera game a little bit because Tyler's is mighty nice with him. So same thing, just a little bit, and you can see it drying. Done. So you're already good. So I'm going to spin it around now so I can get the other side. And I'm only trying to get what's going into the dry cup, right? So I'll show you once we get in there exactly what I mean. So again, you can see it dry. So now
just quick.
Do the last, because you don't need a lot of this, and that way it'll go a long way for you, right? There you go. So now that you got that, hopefully you can see how quickly that actually dries.
Yeah. Yes, it's matte. It's a matte black.
So now I'm going to set these dry shafts aside. And then the cool thing with these vehicles is it actually has the metal spur gear and pinion gear. So the pinion gear, we are actually using a 24 tooth to try and get the motor to spin at ridiculous speeds, because the most important thing, and I'll have to talk to Heath, is the battery, right? We're going to have to make sure. So same with this, you just want to give it a nice light coat, and then you can go back to it, right? So I'm going to spin it around, and you can see it's already dry instantly if you do it the right way. So just nice light coat, and you'll see, wait for it, already dry. So now you can touch it instantly, but now you can see it's actually got the coating on the whole thing. So I'm just going to flip it upside down, coat the last little bit, wait for it to dry, boom, good to go. So you know if it dries right away that you sprayed the right amount on there. Now, if you cake it on there, it doesn't help increase it. It'll just have more flaking off. So this thing, you want to do the exact same thing, and just a little bit, right? Boom. Spin it over. Wait for it to dry. Spin it over. And you can see it drying on the steel instantly. And you'll see it actually changes to the, I want to say, I guess graphite color.
Yeah. It means it's a flat black.
Yeah, it's super nice. And you can see I'm doing it in the booth because you do not want to get this anywhere.
No.
So now we will set that aside. And what I always do is I always go back to the first one. And I don't know, can you see the difference from the front? Well, here, let me put my hand in front. So can you see the difference?
Put your put it down a little bit lower because you're up in the corner. Yeah, there we go. That's much better.
Okay. So you can see,
yes.
I'll wipe it off all the way up until there. So now you can see where the coating starts and stops.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. So now when you go to put it into the cup, now you have all the lubrication right on metal to metal, and that's all you need. You don't need to lubricate the entire thing. You just want to have the contact where the metal to metal is, and it is a nice dry lubrication. So very important to not waste this product in areas that you don't need it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show off.
Now, Adam, would you recommend doing the gears before? So Steve has a question about doing the gear before it's put on the diff. Is that what you would recommend in a typical scenario?
Yeah, because you don't want, and you can see, I try to avoid getting it on the bearing.
Right.
Although graphite's okay for the bearing, but I try to avoid it. So you can see that I got a little bit of overspray, but I was just doing it in nice light coats because I only wanted the teeth to get it, right? Because once you have the spur and pinion, it's way easier to do with it disassembled for sure. But yeah, that's a great question.
And that's a good point. I ran into that scenario when I was building the Limitless 120. So that the Limitless, the center diff has a nice like red anodized diff cup to it, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to get black on this, and I'm like, oh, well, let me just take it apart, right? Because I wanted to make sure I didn't get any overspray on the actual diff cup. So, anyways, that's a very good point.
So this bad boy, you can see we were using the udder butter, and now that we know that we have other options, we can actually clean off this udder butter and make sure that it is, a little bit quicker for Heath. So let me just pull this apart real quick. And you know what? This is some of the stuff that I really miss because you know what? We haven't wrenched in such a long time with you guys, the viewers. This is like so cool.
Yeah, it is. It is fun to be able to do this stuff and just mix it up a little bit. It keeps it fresh.
And I know that a lot of the viewers are lucky enough to wrench on their stuff while they're watching the show. So a little jealous. So boom, we got the diff out now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the other camera and I'm going to actually throw it in the ultrasonic. And with that, should we segue into the graphics for what we're going to have?
Oh, yeah, that'd be okay. Here, let's pull it off.
All right.
There, you're back.
I am back. All right. So obviously this thing has been sitting aside for a while since we've been doing quite a few episodes of the giveaway for you guys. So right. It's nice to get back to Heath's build here and get ready to do a full send. And I can't wait to talk to him because there's a few things that I definitely think he's going to be excited about. So if you can keep that over there, I'm going to bring this one over here. Now, I was already running this. I don't know. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, all I was doing, I was running it to clean a whole bunch of my kids' stuff from the weekend. He was running Truggy, and I just wanted to clean a couple of the drive shafts and stuff like that. So basically, what I'll do is I'll take all this stuff out, and one of the things that we were missing from our arsenal was something that actually degreases. And I am so happy to announce that we have finally closed that off. And this right here, the mixture that I have is, I'm going to say mine is probably a little bit stronger than what we're going to recommend. But once you guys see what we have in store,
That's dirty.
Show it off. Oh man, it was cake. The first day, it was raining. So
I see. Makes sense.
Definitely, like these were caked. I don't know if you can see how clean they came out, but like they were caked in mud. Like
it was
good. Oh my god, crazy.
Well, it had to be because that ultrasonic cleaner is full of mud.
It is definitely doing the trick. And honestly, the ultrasonic cleaner is one of those unsung heroes. If I could just take out my electronics and fit my whole buggy in here, I swear to God, it would be awesome. Yeah. So, like I was saying, we have a few new things that I want to show off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in real quick. And I don't think I have enough in there. Boom. I'll set the timer. Good to go. And actually, I'll leave that there. And I'm going to jump back to my seat so we can show off the new thing, because I don't even think Tyler has seen this yet.
No, I have the product, but not the label.
Okay, so without further ado, here we go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Simple Sonic. And honestly, I love the colors, and I cannot wait until we actually have time to share it with you guys. So the Simple Sonic is basically a solution that is the new premium, streak-free, citrus-scented, heavily concentrated neutral cleaner and degreaser. It's basically balanced, non-acidic, non-alkaline formulation, makes for a safer, simpler, non-flammable solution for hobby use when a low VOC corrosive cleaning solution is called for. Perfect for an ultrasonic cleaner. That's why I love the name Simple Sonic, right?
Right.
The dilution, heavy 32-1, which is what you see in mine right now. Regular is 64-1 and light 128-1. Now, I just want to throw it out there. If you do 1 to 64, that is 15 gallons per bottle you would be able to make, which is ridiculous.
For one quart.
Right, from 1 quart, you get 15 gallons if you follow the specs here. Definitely want to throw a couple caveats there. It is corrosive, so just be safe. But we will do a deep dive into the Simple Sonic when we get going, because man, it is going to be one of those products that's gonna, like I was saying, it's gonna close up the loophole, right? And
we talk about tests, right? How Cowerseed spends a lot of time testing and examining and how does this stuff work. I mean, we came up with just getting the ratios right. Yeah. I mean, we were kind of going at this real heavy at the beginning. Like it's like like a 2-to-1, because we were just used to that with the part and chassis wash, right? And we started looking at it. I mean, we were just putting parts in it just to see how it would react. And this is a bottle. I mean, this probably bottle I have in my hand is probably 2 years old. And it came with the same prototypes as the ultra thin oil and the ultra light grease coating. So if you understand, I mean, these have been out for probably a year, maybe a little longer than a year. And we got the prototypes for these at the same time we got it for this Simple Sonic, which that name just got released. So it has just been dark green stuff, right? It's super corrosive stuff. Like we had to name it just so we knew what it was talking about. And we were just testing it, throwing parts into a jar of Simple Sonic and just seeing if it melts. Does it work? Is it corroded? What's it doing? And so that's how we came up with the ratios. And to our surprise, it's like, wow, you can really dilute this a lot, which again, 15 gallons to 1 quart if you mix it 64 to 1.
The best concentrate. Yeah. And Steve, I know you're the nitro king. When you have that oily residue on your body and your plastics and stuff like that, you can use this to cut through that oil and get it off right away, and then finish with the Cow RC cleaning product. It is the last piece to the puzzle, and man, I know you need it. And as soon as it releases, it's going to be dynamite, especially for the nitro guys. And let's face it, even if you have a shock break mid-run and you get that oil, silicone oil on your kit, it's another one of those times that you could use it and it'll definitely benefit. And yeah, Mr. Ghost, for sure, the hide wipes, man, getting the degrease and stuff like that off of this, it is good, but this stuff takes the cake. So you'll definitely be impressed for sure. How good is it on bearings? Okay, so Walter, I honestly re-lubricate it with the PTFE, and it's specifically designed for bearings. So I, knock on wood, I haven't had any failures yet myself, but I did mix it quite heavy at the beginning, and we even cut up broken A-arms because you know, I can crash a little bit, and I had a few extra broken A-arms, so he wanted me to put it in 100% of the solution to see what it will do. And yeah, when Tyler's saying that we test our products, we want to make sure that you guys get the best bang for your buck, and I can't wait to take a deep dive into that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, and we'll once this product gets released, we'll go into this more, and we'll do some demonstrations and things like that. But you know, we're just excited about it because, like I said, it's been sitting in a shelf for 2 years, just being tested. And like Adam said, we're going through just different brands of plastics and saying, okay, who has an AE, who has a LOC, you know, who has Arma, you know, and just throwing them in of that and seeing, hey, what works, what doesn't work. And coming up with the ratios to make sure, you know, it needs to be general, right? Like we can't say, hey, here's a mixture for a TLR, here's a mixture for an AE. It just needs to be able to work for everybody safely. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one last demo before we get to the giveaways. But as you can see, whoa,
look out.
I can't believe I caught it. So here, I'll get it on the good camera here.
Okay, here, I'll put you on the big. Okay, got it.
That came just from like a quick little like degreasing session.
Okay,
there.
yeah.
And you can see how dirty it was too. Like I'm telling you, man.
Oh yeah, that's nasty.
Oh, dude, it was cake dirty. So here, let me come back over here, and I'm just gonna slide this out of the way, and I am going to grab my little mat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ultralight grease. Now, as you can see, I have this cool 3D printed band because the ultralight grease, you have to use this. Let me see if I can get it on the camera. But it is the low restricted. It's the high flow tube, not the smaller tube, because you don't want to mess with that. That's for sure. So I'm just going to grab my little carbon fiber. So obviously, because this is for heat speed run, we don't want the other butter because it's a little bit thicker, and we don't want the graphite because, let's face it, he doesn't want to have to work on it as much. So we're going to make sure that we give him the best of both worlds, and this is splitting the difference. So the ultralight grease coating. Now, I've been trying to work on my application here, and I just messed it up a little bit, but you just basically want to add a little bit.
There it goes.
And once it starts to cure, that was horrible. Sorry, Heath. See, I got to work on my application because I just wasted all this product, and all I wanted to do was just get it on the teeth. Because once you get it on the teeth, you will see it actually cure as we give away some of the prizes. And I'm happy I did it on the Carbon Series mat because I didn't want to mess up my magnetics, that's for sure. But you'll see it'll start to tack up even before we're done the show here tonight. Now, let me see if you can actually see it already. And the smell of this stuff, for whatever reason, is dynamite. It's one of my favorite smelling ones. So you'll see it'll actually start to form the coating rate on it. So
yeah, the curing is allowing to cure is the key. This isn't a spray and then hit the track type of product, and most of these products aren't. It just needs to take, you need to take time, make sure that things are curing, and it's going to work way better for you.
Yeah, for sure. So we have the results in from the poll.
Oh, yeah. Oh my, so, it's a landslide.
17 to 83. Wow. All right. So,
and how many voters can you tell how many people voted?
Yeah, so 25 voters so far.
Okay. So that is a big margin. So that's good. So for keeping it the same, I mean, that's totally fine. That's nice.
So we got a number of people on the Instagram feed. Can you type in a 1 or a 2 on the Instagram feed? I just want to see if the poll works on the Instagram feed, because I'm thinking it might not have, because earlier in the show we were at 30 people. We're down to 21. So I think they switched over just to get in on the couch.
Okay, sure.
Which is awesome, because you do have to be on either YouTube or Facebook in order to get your comments in. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I maybe I got to work on my thumb thing, but like basically, it is a proportional valve on that can, and if you get it just right, I've seen the video, I've seen how it's done, and I've seen a lot of cool applications of it. But yeah, definitely need to perfect my art with that. Me, I'm an Otter Butter guy with the syringe, as you can see, because he stuff already had the Otter Butter on it. We wanted to show it off and split the difference, and definitely see what we could do. But I will have to work on my ultralight grease application for sure.
I think he's talking about the result for the poll.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like, man, even mine.
You just outed yourself.
I know, dude. It was horrible. Like that's why, like, if you look, that's why I love the butter, because like the butter just goes where you want it, and you can control.
I agree. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Otter Butter. That's my good Otter Butter syringe. That's what I do for gears for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, giving him the gears, or giving myself the gears. All right, so we are up on the hour, so let's give away some stuff. See, Scott, man, I tried using the thumb, and I'm all thumbs, man. It didn't feel natural.
It's weird to me too. Like I need to practice. I understand how the thumb works, but it doesn't feel right to me either. I just need to practice it.
Yeah, and the pressure just got to me. I don't know. All right, so,
it's way harder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. And I even tried to take my time, and I was like, oh boy. All right, let's give away some. Yeah, let's give away some cow snot. All right, good luck, everybody.
Yes, this for the 480 jar of cow snot here. 1 pound of cow snot. Yeah, write this down. Oh,
Walter, congratulations.
We got to show it up on the screen here. There we go. Oh man, Walter, he asked a ton of questions too today. Congrats. Yeah. Thanks, Walter. Appreciate all your questions today as well.
All right, so some more people are getting in. Okay, good luck. Number 2. So Walter just hit either me or Tyler up on Facebook, and we will get your info and get that out to you. Mr. Dom. Wow, Mr. 2 new winners? What is going on?
L. Nice. I definitely have not seen Mr. Dom L before. Heck yeah. Congratulations, guys. Appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
And then, just send us send Adam or I a Facebook message, and we'll get your address from you. And that way we can ship that out right away.
All right, man. And you know what? We'll be back at it in 2 short weeks. Like, I
Yes.
can't believe that we're already in the middle of May and it is just starting to get to the tip of the RC iceberg for us here in Canada and expect. Well, you said it was chilly for you this weekend, eh?
Today, yeah. Actually, this weekend it was. I know, like I saw the post over at Beat the Creek. Everybody was in hoodies and hats and stuff like that in the morning,
Hey,
especially. But yeah, at
better than
least
the rain it had.
right. At least you guys stayed dry, other than maybe some dew and some slick spots. But man, it had to have been way better than last year.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, we appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you again in 2 short weeks. Bye for now.
See everybody.